David J. Chalmers' The Character of Consciousness, 2010, is a comprehensive exploration of consciousness, expanding upon his earlier work, The Conscious Mind. The book is structured into 6 main parts, each delving into different facets of consciousness. Here's a detailed chapter-by-chapter summary. Part 1. The Problems of Consciousness. Chapter 1. Facing up to the problem of consciousness. Chalmers introduces the distinction between the easy and hard problems of consciousness. The easy problems involve explaining cognitive functions and behaviors, while the hard problem concerns why and how physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective experience. He argues that a complete theory of consciousness must address this hard problem. Afterward, from moving forward on the problem of consciousness. This section reflects on progress made in consciousness studies and emphasizes the importance of integrating philosophical insights with empirical research. Part 2. The Science of Consciousness. Chapter 2. The Puzzle of Conscious Experience. Chalmers discusses the challenges of explaining conscious experience through physical processes. He examines various theories and highlights the limitations of reductive approaches. Chapter 3. The Representational Character of Experience. This chapter explores how experiences represent the world, analyzing the relationship between mental representations and conscious perception. Chapter 4. Neural Correlates of Consciousness. Empirical and Conceptual Questions. Chalmers investigates the conditions under which neural states can be considered correlates of consciousness. He differentiates between mere correlations and explanatory mechanisms, emphasizing the need for a deeper understanding of how neural activity relates to experience. Part 3. The Metaphysics of Consciousness. Chapter 5. Consciousness and its place in nature. Chalmers argues that consciousness is a fundamental feature of the world, not reducible to physical processes. He introduces the concept of natural supervenience, suggesting that while consciousness is systematically associated with physical structures, it is not identical to them. Chapter 6. The Two-Dimensional Argument Against Materialism. This chapter presents a formal argument against materialism, using two-dimensional semantics to show that physical truths do not entail truths about consciousness. Chapter 7. Conceptual Analysis and Reductive Explanation. Chalmers examines the role of conceptual analysis in understanding consciousness and critiques the limitations of reductive explanations. Part 4. Concepts of Consciousness. Chapter 8. The Content and Epistemology of Phenomenal Belief. This chapter delves into how we form beliefs about our own conscious experiences and the epistemic status of these beliefs. Chapter 9. Phenomenal Concepts and the Explanatory Gap. Chalmers discusses phenomenal concepts, which refer directly to conscious experiences, and how they contribute to the explanatory gap between physical processes and subjective experience. Chapter 10. The Epistemology of Phenomenal Belief. This chapter further explores the justification of beliefs about one's own conscious experiences, considering challenges posed by introspection and self-knowledge. Part 5. The Contents of Consciousness. Chapter 11. Perception and the Fall from Eden. Chalmers critiques the idea of Edenic perceptions, perfect, infallible experiences, and argues for a more nuanced understanding of perceptual content. Chapter 12. The Representational Character of Experience. Revisiting earlier discussions, this chapter further analyzes how experiences represent the world and the implications for understanding consciousness. Chapter 13. The Matrix as Metaphysics. Using the movie The Matrix as a philosophical thought experiment, Chalmers explores questions about reality, simulation, and the nature of conscious experience. Part 6. The Unity of Consciousness. Chapter 14. The Unity of Consciousness. Chalmers examines how various aspects of consciousness, such as perceptions, thoughts, and emotions, are unified into a coherent experience. Chapter 15. The Coherence of Consciousness. This chapter investigates the coherence of conscious experience, addressing how different elements of consciousness integrate seamlessly. Chapter 16. Consciousness and the Self. Chalmers explores the relationship between consciousness and the self, considering how self-awareness arises and its significance for understanding consciousness. Appendix Two-Dimensional Semantics. In this appendix, Chalmers provides a detailed account of two-dimensional semantics, a framework for understanding the meanings of terms and their relation to consciousness. The Character of Consciousness offers an in-depth philosophical analysis of consciousness, addressing its scientific, metaphysical, and conceptual dimensions. Chalmers' work continues to influence contemporary debates on the nature of conscious experience.